Austin.
And the other side, it's up for all of them. It don't matter if you did or whoever you is.
Hey,
everybody get
good morning,
exposed.
everybody.
Pray for all my
This
foes,
is Amazing
but
Grace
it's the
Sports Network
narrow
here,
road.
Saturday, November 6th,
These rappers gonna sell they soul.
2025, year of our Lord Jesus Christ. We are off and rolling here. We celebrate the passion, the spirituality, and the unity of sports. So I can stop shouting. I can just bring the microphone closer to me. How's that? Be a little bit more professional. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Clay.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Doing all right.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. The Celtics came off a terrific mud hole stomping of the Los Angeles Fakers last night, and nothing can make me more happier than that, than winning the championship. The best thing about it was LeBron, but LeBron, of course, he couldn't play. It would have been too much for him to play back-to-back games when he only scored 8 points the previous night before.
Clay is feeling very ecstatic this morning.
I am
not just because the Celtics are playing better basketball, but because they not just beat up on the Lakers last night, but I shouldn't say beat. They beat the Lakers. They did beat up on them.
They did
last night. Pretty good at the Garden.
Yeah, they beat the heck out of them.
126-105.
Unbelievable.
And that continues the streak. Now we saw the Celtics take care of business down in Washington on Thursday. Put up 146 points against a terrible Washington Wizards team. And then, of course, we saw...
Wait, are they really terrible, or are the Celtics that good?
Well, Clay, they do have 3 wins, so I would say they are terrible. And I'm fine with saying that. And, of course, we saw on Tuesday night at the Garden taking care of the Knicks, 123-117. So it's been a good week for the Celtics so
Dropping
far.
the elbow on the Knicks.
Yeah, we'll keep it rolling. Yes. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we make our way through. A lot to get to here on the Amazing Grace Sports Network. Our first show here, Clay, in December, the final month of this
Advent
roller coaster ride of a year.
We're in Advent also.
And in the Advent season, exactly right.
So unbelievable, Kevin.
A lot going on.
How did we get here?
Time flies when you're having fun.
You wait.
And what's more fun than being here?
You're not kidding.
It's
unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to move on. We're going to do prayers for spiritual victory. Prayers for victory and spiritual warfare. You'd think I'd have this thing down by now. We are in chapter 7 and section 5. Chapter 7, section 5. Chapter. Was it? No, I can hear myself.
All good.
Oh,
sorry.
Good?
Did I shut off your microphone? I apologize. I was just making sure our stream sounded okay because the stream has had some issues, and I have to report. Knock on wood here, Clay. 1, 2, 3. Knock on wood.
Bam.
It sounds pretty good.
We are good.
Go ahead. I apologize for that.
Okay. We are in prayers for prayers for victory and spiritual warfare. Chapter 7, healing broken relationships. Part 6, taking up the sword. Remember the sword, not the sword, the sword of spirit. Lord, by the mighty sword of the Spirit, I take every negative thought captive. I cast down imaginations that caused me to remember how this broken relationship used to mean so much to me. I also cast down thoughts on how it hurt my self-esteem. Your truth tells me the Lord is the one who will go before me. He will be with me. He will not leave or forsake me. Do not be afraid or discouraged. Nothing can separate me from you, Lord, or you from my love. Thank you, Lord, for you are my strength. And I pray that I wield the mighty sword of spirit in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Very good.
Sword. Yes, the sword of spirit.
So we have the joke of the day, which will be the third installment. I do have a caller on the line. Do we want to take the call or do the joke? What do you think?
Let's take the caller
first. Take the call. All right, go right ahead. Caller, you're on the air this morning, the Amazing Grace Sports Network. Good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
This is our friend Patrick from Quincy. It's been a while since we've heard from Patrick.
Where have you been?
Busy. I got the kids at home. I got a janitor job on the side. Just a lot going on. But no, I didn't forget about you guys.
Well, we didn't forget about you either.
Good for you, Patrick. Thanks for your efforts. What's on your mind? Lot going on.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Bruins if I could
Sure.
quickly transition here.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to. I think we've learned a couple things over the course of the last few weeks with this team. I think early on in the year, I think they had a very long losing streak. They lost like 6 in a row, and I want to say that was in October, maybe November. It was definitely early November, if so. But at that time, it was kind of like, damn, this is a young team. They can't turn it around when things go against them. This could really get ugly.
Yeah.
But since then, the most they've lost in a row is two games, and I think that's only happened once. They really haven't lost more than one in a row.
Right.
When they lose one, they quickly turn it around, and we saw that. I was at the game in Detroit. I flew out here, but that was a disaster. But then they quickly turned it around against St. Louis at home, and I think you got to give them credit for that. Young teams, often things can get ugly when things go downhill like that. But I think this team has really found it, and they're starting to build confidence. Steves was a great pickup. I mean, who would have thought Morgan Geekie would have turned into a Hall of Famer and just completely turned his career around? So I think this team knows how to face adversity, which again was a big question mark with such a young and experienced team. But the one thing I will say, if they string together enough wins to make the playoffs, and that could happen, who knows? I don't see them going anywhere.
Right.
The reason being is Jeremy Swayman. And
you think Swayman's the problem?
Yeah, I listen. He's been he's done great this regular season, but I think what we've learned in the past few games is he's part of this new generation. We talk about it in baseball all the time. Guys can't pitch 100 pitches anymore. I mean, he's just soft. He can't
go those 9 innings.
He was hot, so what did Sturm say? Sturm made the right decision. I would have done the same thing. He said, let's ride the hot hand. And what happened in Detroit? He was terrible. The guy's soft. He gets tired. And again, I'm not blaming him for that. That's just his generation. It's the way they're conditioned these days. But, I mean, you need a number one goalie to go far into the playoffs. And I don't know. I don't trust. Like I said, Swayman's great so far.
Yeah.
Do I trust him in big moments, though? Over a long period of time? I don't know. He wears out easy.
Well, at least you still have faith in the Bruins. They've gone 5-5 over the last 10 games. I'm not too sure what to think of them. What do you think, Kevin?
Well, I think they're a very underrated team, and we're still learning here on December the 6th where the Bruins are and what their identity is. I think, Patrick, you made an excellent point about Morgan Geekie, and you look at the stat lines now. Morgan Geekie is second in goals scored, just behind Nathan McKinnon, who leads the NHL in about every category for an offensive player. So Morgan Geekie is carrying this team right now, along with David Pastrnak, of course. But who would have thought that we would be talking about Morgan Geekie now as the leader of this team?
Morgan Geekie.
And I think with the way the Atlantic Division and the Eastern Conference as a whole this year has gone, it's sort of been the Bruins will lose a game, then they'll drop out of the playoffs, and they'll win a game, then they'll be back in the second spot in the Atlantic. So it's a logjam right now. You've got teams kind of playing similar hockey. I mean, you've got the Canadians, you've got the Bruins. They're only 2 back the Tampa Bay Lightning, but then as you saw the Red Wings, you have the no one's even the Ottawa Senators. No one's even talking about the 2 teams that have sort of controlled the Atlantic Division now the past couple of years, and that's the Maple Leafs and the Florida Panthers. And they're on the outside looking in, and Florida actually is not having a good year. They've lost 4 in a row. They're 12-12-2, and they've only got 26 points, tied for dead last right now in the Atlantic Division.
And the Bruins are second.
In the Eastern Conference even, too.
Yeah, and the Bruins are second.
So I think we're still a ways to go. I think we're still figuring out, but I think, obviously, I've said in the program many times before, the players are responding well to Marco Sturm's type of coaching. And I think you have these role players that, you may have never heard of before.
Who are superstars now.
Who are starting to find their way here and contribute to this Bruins team, and we'll keep it going.
Now, anything anything you want to say before we move on here, Patrick? Because we're going to pick up the Bruins a little bit later on, so I want you to keep listening. We have some things we do want to say on them.
Oh, definitely. Real quick, just one quick thing. You mentioned Florida. I don't count Florida out. Not saying you guys were, but they're going to get their identity of their team. Marchand's been a big part, but their real identity is Tkachuk, and he's going to be back at some point. So I don't count them out at all. They're always in it.
I agree. That's why I'm not in any way prepared to make any sort of predictions on where the Bruins are going to line the playoffs. I think it's far too early.
He's not being honest. He had the skull and bones crossed over the Panthers name, name, and he counted them out. But
you never count the Florida Panthers out. You never want to do that with the team they have. A lot of injuries down there, but but they still have the talent to get it done. So
Okay.
it's wide open. Put it that
All
way.
right, I'm going to go back to scrubbing the toilet. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right, Patrick.
Somebody's got to do that. Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
All right.
Bye-bye. Unbelievable.
That's great.
Yeah, we
That's
are
great.
going to touch
We are,
on the
yes,
Bruins.
we're gonna
so,
talk about the
we'll
Bruins.
get to that. So let's do our joke of the
Yes,
day.
we'll jump back into
Joke of the day,
our
everybody.
agenda here.
Yeah.
And again, the number 844-249-5247. It's been the running thing here on the show for the past couple weeks, the joke of the day. So without any further ado, why don't we jump into it? So here we go. One day, this man was very bitter, a Christian-hating atheist, oh my, was camping in the woods, out in the woods. As he was gathering wood to use for his campfire, he groused out loud about all the things that had gone wrong in his life. And there were many things that had gone wrong.
Yeah.
His 3 divorces, his 3 bankruptcies, and his 3 children that hated his guts.
Yeah.
Suddenly, he became amazed by the beauty all around him. The sound of the wind blowing through the trees, the smell of the flowers, the many different chirping of the birds, the buzzing of the insects. He thought to himself, quote, well, isn't this amazing that all of this came from the Big Bang, that from one-celled organisms, all of this has evolved into a world of animals and of man. Suddenly, there was a loud roar behind him before he could move. A huge grizzly bear pounced on him, knocking him to the ground. The man struggled to get away, but the bear had pinned him down and was about to eat him alive. In a state of hysterical fear, and in spite of his beliefs, the man, he yelled out, "Oh my Jesus, save me, Lord, please God, help me." There was a great clap of thunder. Everything began to move in super slow motion. The bear paused. The wind stopped blowing. The insects and the birds became quiet. Then came a voice that told you, a booming voice from above, "I have given you opportunity after opportunity for an abundant life. I was the voice that told you not to cheat on your wives. I was the voice that told you to be honest in business. I was the voice that told you to be nice to your kids, but you would not listen. All these years you denied me, but now, faced with danger and death, you call out to me. But I am merciful and full of grace. I ask you now, are you ready to become a believer?" Though the atheist was in fear, to become a believer would mean that he would have been wrong about almost everything in his life. His hate and pride got the better of him, and he replied, "Well, no, not yet, but I would be eternally grateful if you could make this bear a believer." God says, "Done." Then the bear rose up, clasped his paws together. Looking up toward heaven, he said, "Kind and merciful God, I thank you, O Lord, for this food I am about to receive." Very good.
There we go. There we go. Yep. Thank you.
That was a longer one today.
Yeah. Well,
That was good, though.
insects buzzing, birds chirping, and here comes the bear. That's the way life is. Life just roars out at you, and you're not protected by prayer. It can be rough.
Find God, ladies and gentlemen.
Find
You
God.
don't want to end up like this gentleman in the woods. Anyway, alrighty then.
Amen.
Why don't we head to our Today in History? A couple of questions here, and
We'll knock this out very quickly. We're going to
move right along.
get through this. Today.
On December the 6th, 1925, Clay, 100 years ago today, a record 73,000.
Not that long.
Yeah, no, not too long. Paid to watch the Chicago Bears beat the New York Giants 19-7 at the Polo Grounds in New York City. The Bears are led by former collegiate standout, get ready for this name, Red the Galloping Ghost Grange.
That's him.
You see him on the screen now if you're watching us on YouTube. Playing quarterback, defensive back, running back, and receiver.
Everything.
Imagine someone doing that
Water
today.
boy.
Grange scored a touchdown on a 35-yard interception return rush for 53 yards and 11 carries, caught a 23-yard pass, and completed 2 of 3 passes for 32 yards. Our question is, if you are a follower of this gentleman here in football way back,
Harold Red Grange.
our question, what college did Red Grange attend and set records at?
Yes, a lot of records. That's where he became the Galloping Ghost.
Yes, that's a great nickname.
The Galloping Ghost. And that pretty much set off the NFL, started the NFL. That game and a couple of other, but the Bears were barnstorming. They went around, played in other people's stadiums. They gathered up popularity, and so were able to begin the NFL. So you have to thank the Bears. George Halas, George Papa Bear, was able to do that. But what college did Red Grange attend and set a multitude of records?
He didn't have to go that far to go play for the Bears.
No, he didn't. He was kind of close by. On December, that was 100 years ago.
Yes,
wasn't it?
I said that, yeah. 100 years ago.
Yes.
You said it wasn't that long ago.
Wasn't that long ago? On December 6, 1992, San Francisco 49ers receiver Jerry Rice. Yes, Jerry Rice. We got him somewhere on here. Right there. Yeah, Jerry Rice caught his 101st receiving touchdown in a 27-3 win over the Miami Dolphins, who have been woeful for so long that it's just woe begone, and everything that could be woe has to do with the Miami Dolphins, and that's just the way it is. They're just terrible. They beat them at Candlestick Park, which Dolphins left sunny Miami to go to Candlestick just to get beat 27-3. That sounds like something that would happen to the Dolphins. Now, this broke the old record of 100 touchdowns that had been set by Steve Largent of the Seattle Seahawks. And our question is, how many receiving touchdowns did Jerry Rice end his career with? And this is kind of a trick question because he also had some rushing touchdowns. So we don't want the rushing touchdowns. We just want to know how many receiving touchdowns did Jerry Rice end his career with? And come on, ladies and gentlemen, come on, pick it up. Let's see somebody get this right.
There we go. The more recent to even more recent. December the 6th, 2018. Well, this was Mike Vrabel's first year coaching this team, the Tennessee Titans, running back Derrick Henry.
How do you like that?
Titans fans must be saying, remember when we had Derrick Henry?
We can only get guys like
Remember
that.
when we had Mike Vrabel? Remember when we were good? He tied Dallas Cowboys Hall of Famer running back, of course, Tony Dorsett, longest run in NFL history with a 99-yard touchdown. Henry exploded for a franchise record 238 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 30-9 win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's 2 photos there of Derrick Henry and Tony Dorsett. Question, what is the longest touchdown run made by a quarterback? So not a running back, obviously Derrick Henry running back, but the question by a quarterback. And this gentleman here, well, I won't give the answer out. You may not know it.
You'll never get it.
He had a pretty good collegiate career.
Yes, he did.
Had some off-the-field issues and played a little bit in the NFL, but didn't really amount to much. So
yeah.
I would say I'd be narrowing that down, but I feel like we say that more and more with some of these guys who are studs in college but can't figure it out.
Yeah,
in the
it's
NFL.
not going to narrow it down. All right, so let's get to our commercials so we can get right back to the Celtics and move on down the line here because we have a boatload of things.
We certainly do. Yes, this is the Amazing Grace Sports Network on WEZE. Want to say hello to some great sponsors who keep us rolling each and every weekend right here on the show.
Hey, are you feeling a little achy or sore from the cold weather? Then take a visit to Dylan's Russian Steam Bath. At Dylan's Dry Sauna or Wet Steam Room, you can de-escalate, de-stress, and detox your body and mind. A hot place of massage or a variety of oil massages are available. You will enjoy the relaxed atmosphere that features a nutritious snack bar, large screen television, and comfortable lounge chairs to cool off in during your visit. They have 2 convenient locations, one in Chelsea and the other in Quincy. Find them online at Dylan's Russian Steam Bath or call 617-549-3484 for more information. To enjoy your best health, visit Dylan's Russian Steam Bath, where heat, steam, and water have a therapeutic effect.
Well, my friends, I want to talk to you about computers. Is your computer screen cracked or have a black screen? Is it slow to charge or does it exhibit abnormal battery drainage? Does your PC run slow or have keyboard issues? Well, then PhilComp Computer Center, located at 1690 Dorchester Avenue, is your remedy for all your computer and medical problems. PhilComp Computer Center has been in the computer repair, upgrade, malware removal, and data recovery business for over 20 years. Whether your computer is a Mac or IBM-based, give them a call. Their number, 617-265-1910. That is 617-265-1910. To solve all your computer problems, our good friends at the PhilComp Computer Center.
Do you want to live a happier, healthier lifestyle? Do you want to get rid of back, hip, and neck pains? Then look no further than Karma Don Yoga. Karma is an accomplished and experienced yoga instructor who specializes in total body restorative yoga. So whether you are young or old, short or tall, in shape or out of shape, Karma is your best choice. Check out her classes and times at karmadanyoga.com. That's karmadanyoga.com. Your body and mind deserve good karma. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I want to thank all our great sponsors here on the Amazing Grace Sports Network. We've heard from 3 of them so far, and we'll hear from 2 more later on in the show. We'd like to hear from you as well. 844-249-5247, the number for your calls here in today. And no shortage of topics on the Amazing Grace Sports Network, no matter what's going on in the sports world. Clay, what's going on in the NBA? Well, we talked a little bit about the outside the show, the Boston Celtics playing better basketball. They've won 3 games in a row. And a big win Friday night at the Garden, defeating the Los Angeles Lakers by 21 points, 126-105.
An easy 21 points.
And I guess an easy one there. That led from the beginning to finish, and at times they were up by more than 35 points. Neither Luka nor LeBron, as Clay calls him, LeBron the Fraud. LeBron the Fraud.
I call them Lou Flop and Lou Fraud.
Yeah, right.
And Lee Fraud.
No matter how long they played. But somehow the Lakers, with no I didn't say this, but with no stars whatsoever, still outshot Jaylen Brown and Derek White, who led the team in free throws 29-12. That is 17 more free throws, with Austin Reeves receiving 17 of those 29 free throws. Yet one player was given more free throws by the NBA referees and the Celtics' whole team. Amazing, isn't it? With the win, the Celtics now have won 8 of the last 10. They've beaten the Pistons, the Knicks, the Cavaliers, the Magic, now the Lakers. 5 of the top 10 teams in the NBA. And I have some questions for you. But before we do that, I want to go back to the phones and talk to Wayne.
Okay.
Who's checking in. Wayne, nice win for the Eagles up in Syracuse last week to finish out the year.
Oh, yes, Kevin and Clay, good morning. And
Wait a minute. They won a game? They won?
Well, the bigger news is we are upping our budget now.
Oh. We
are moving all that chips into the middle of the table, and we are going for it now.
Well, let's hope so. And bringing in a new, what did they bring in? A new general manager? Was that what it was, Wayne, this week?
Athletic director.
I don't know, not a new AD, but yeah.
Kenyatta Watson. He used to play there for them years ago as well, too.
Right. And, of course, his first order of business is keep...
What's going on?
Some background noise back there. I'm not sure what's going on.
Sounds like a wrestling match going on.
Keeping Bill O'Brien.
I'm sorry. I'm taking a little walk before I go into to work. So I'm nearby Route 30 over here. So you hear.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we
hear everything.
After Route 30, I'm not sure what happened.
We hear everything. Are you back?
Thank
Gosh.
you. Hey, but before I get cut off, I'm gonna take a guess on Jerry Rice.
Okay.
Was it 197 for total receiving?
Wow,
touchdown?
man!
Right on the money.
Bing, 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 bing. You got it. Listen, you got a T-shirt coming. Here we go.
One last thing, Clay, and I gotta say again, you guys were right about Mike Vrabel, man. I totally missed that on him, but the team definitely took on a new leadership with him, a new role.
Yeah. They're going to run the table now all the way to the Super Bowl. That's my take on it. But at least they'll get to the Super Bowl. I don't know if they're going to run the table, but they will definitely be in the AFC Championship. Don't bet the house on it, everybody. Don't bet the house, because if you lose, if it doesn't come true, you're not living with me. You can't come live with me. So don't bet the house. Bet anything but the house.
I'll let you gentlemen have a great day. Thanks again.
Thank you, Wayne. Good luck with everything. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
You know, it never fails that when you get on the phone, here come the ambulance.
I know.
Fire,
ambulances, fire trucks,
everybody.
Some other noises in the background there. That's all right. It's all good. So Clay, just a couple of questions for you on the Celtics here. As we enter, I want to say Professor Clay's corner here.
There we go.
These Professor 3 questions. Are the Celtics underrated, or are these teams that they're beating, the aforementioned Lakers, Knicks, Pistons, the Cavaliers, the Magic. Are they underrated?
Well, those teams are overrated in a sense, but the Celtics are definitely and totally underrated because the Pistons are ranked number 2, the Knicks number 5, the Lakers number 6, the Magic number 9, the Cavaliers number 13, and the Celtics are ranked number 15. Yet they've beaten all of these teams.
And these are in power rankings you're talking
Yeah,
about?
these are the power rankings, ESPN's power rankings. So they've beaten those teams, and yet they, they're ranked number 15. How is that? Well, I don't know. That's ESPN. Don't ask me. I don't know why they ranked them number 15 when they've been kicking the tar out of the rest of these jabronis. This should be an easy decision. I think it's because ESPN does not like the Celtics. Obviously, they're not the ESPN's darlings. The Lakers are. The Golden State Warriors are. Miami Heat. Even the Detroit Pistons. ESPN likes more than the Celtics. And that's why I say what I do. They should be ranked higher. And as Tommy Heinsohn would say, it's ridiculous.
Late great Tommy Heinsohn here. Okay, why do you think the Lakers always get more free throws than every team they play against?
Well,
how long do we have on this one?
I know, huh? Do you know? It's because the NBA's rigged. Okay, we all know this. I mean, there's no way. Last night, the Lakers shoot 29 free throws. Who is the guy that shoots 17? Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves, who hasn't done anything. You got Derek White. You got Jaylen Brown. They're going to the hoop. They get fouled. They get no calls whatsoever. But Austin Reeves gets 17 free throws by himself. It just so happens. It's just amazing. Just because he has on a yellow uniform. And that's what the NBA does. I have more respect for the WWE in some instances because at least they call it entertainment. They tell you it's not real. But the NBA wants you to bet on these games when they're obviously rigging it. They're obviously rigging these games by giving extra fouls to the Lakers. And they have been for so long that everyone's forgotten that it's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be a competition, not where you're shading it so one team wins. And the Lakers are so bad that even though they gave them 29 free throws, they still lost. The same thing happened to the Knicks. They gave the Knicks more free throws, and they still lost. The same thing happened for Detroit. They gave Detroit more free throws, and they still lost. So the Celtics are the real deal. The Celtics, if you allow these teams to play straight up and not call fake fouls for LaFlop and LaFraud, Lufrop and LaFraud, they would blow out the Lakers every day, every time. As a matter of fact, I think most of the NBA would. I think we have a third question in there.
Well, you kind of answered the third question in that do you think the Celtics should be ranked in the top 10 of the NBA? Kind of answered that.
I think they're number 2.
Yeah.
I think they're number 2.
You think they're the second best team in the league right now?
Yeah. Who's better?
Wow.
I mean, I'm putting SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder in there, but who else?
You've got Houston, obviously, there. You in the Eastern Conference right now, which, by the way, the Celtics have shot out the standings. Last week talking about the Celtics being in the 8th and 9th seed in the play-in tournament. Right now, they're the 5th seed right now and have a chance the next game in Toronto on a Sunday afternoon. Toronto sitting at the third seed. Right. Third seed at 15-9. The Celtics 14-9. They have a chance, Clay, to head into next week as the number 3 seed.
Well, why should they be number 3? They've beaten the Pistons who are number 2, and then they would have beaten the
Knicks, and then they're going to try to beat the third best team, the Toronto Raptors.
Raptors. That would be all 3 of them. So they should not be number 3, 4, 5, or any of that. They should be number 2 in the league behind the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I just think what this team would be with Jason Tatum.
Even better.
Can I ask you 2 more questions on the NBA?
Sure.
And then we got to move with 2 quick things. Chris Paul, your thoughts on that? Did you see that this week?
Long gone. It should have been long gone a long time ago. Chris Paul has always been a pain, a cheater,
Tell us how you really feel.
I mean, the guy would trip you in the second and then pretend it was someone else's fault. He did everything dirty in the book, and I can't respect a guy like that. I don't respect him. They should have never brought him back. Yeah, let him go in the middle of the night. Who cares? When you won't play by the rules and you're undermining the coach, you should have been let go. As a matter of fact, they should have never hired you and never gave you a contract. You shouldn't have been in the league for this last year because you know what? You didn't deserve it.
You don't blame Tyronn Lue for that?
No, I blame Chris Paul. And Chris Paul has been this kind of backstabbing little weasel his whole life.
Okay. All right.
Deserves to go. Deserved to go a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Clippers is 6-17, by the way, with a team that has Kawhi Leonard and James Harden on the team, by the way. And just a final question, Clay. It looks like, well, first of all, Giannis is going to be out for a little while with the calf strain. Beginning discussions with the team about where his future is with his team. Yes or no, will he be playing in a different uniform come?
Yeah, he'll be playing in a different uniform. He'll be playing in the Lakers. I mean, don't the Lakers get everybody? I mean, they got Anthony. Anthony when he came from the Pelicans.
Oh, Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. They
at one point, yeah.
They're getting Luka. They got DeAndre Ayton. Was he a number 1 pick somewhere up in the
around there? Yeah.
So whoever, it doesn't matter how who your superstar is. Be he Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Wilt Chamberlain. Somehow, when he wants to leave, he's going to end up in purple and gold out there in LA. So yes, they'll find a way to get it done, and he will be out there.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, Doc Rivers.
Sorry, Doc.
Yeah. Should have stick to broadcasting, Doc. You had a great career. I don't feel a need for you to come back.
That's okay, Doc. You're going to get fired as soon as Giannis is traded, so you'll be back in the broadcast booth.
Oh, yeah. Very quickly there. All right, that's all in the NBA. As I mentioned, Celtics next game Sunday afternoon, 3:30 up in Toronto. Celtics and the Raptors have not faced each other this year, but the Raptors have had a pretty good year, 15-9 so far. But as I mentioned, the Celtics do have a chance, Clay, to get to the 3rd seed so far. Keep it rolling here.
We'll see what happens
as it goes on. All right, quickly on the Bruins. Now, we've already discussed them at length with Patrick, who called in
I'm going to ask
a
you
little
some
bit
questions
ago
about the Bruins.
Okay,
Kevin. In the last 10 games, the Bruins are 5-5. They slipped into kind of in the middle of the pack.
Sure.
They're 9th in the Eastern Conference standing. They are ranked 17th out of 32 teams in the ESPN Power Rankings. I have 3 questions for you. You, the Nostradamus, and the Encyclopedia Britannica when it comes to NHL hockey. Are the Bruins underrated, or is the rest of the league overrated?
No, I don't think so. I think the Bruins are an underrated team that I think a lot of people aren't talking about right now. It's funny you mention that the Bruins are the 9th seed right now. If you recall, about a decade ago, the NHL switched their playoff seeding, where it used to be just 1 through 8 would make it. Now it's the top 3 in the division. And so if we were going off the old standings right now, the Bruins wouldn't even be making the playoffs. But thanks to the new I shouldn't say new, it's been over a decade now almost, the wild card format and things like that, the Bruins do sit at 2nd in the Atlantic Division right now with 32 points. I think they're an underrated team, and I stand by that.
Okay, then I think my second question for you, who are the 3 to 5 best players in the NHL? Are any one of them on the Bruins?
I don't think any of them are on the Bruins per se. I will say, though, I mean, David Pastrnak is in the top 10, I would say. I would say Morgan Geekie is slowly making his way to the top 20, top 30 conversation.
How long has this guy been in the league?
He's been around for a couple of years.
Yeah.
He has been. And listen, Clay, without him, I fear what this Bruins team would have been, because the way he's playing and the way he's scoring goals and leading this team, he is becoming as Patrick said, I think he was joking about being a Hall of Famer, but he's been in the league for about 5 or 6 years now. So,
but nobody ever thought of him as
no, I don't think so. I don't think so. But no. he's responding well to Marco Sturm's way of coaching and way of play. I mean, in terms of top players, I mean, you have to throw Connor McDavid, obviously Makar from the Colorado Avalanche, Nathan McKinnon, of course, who I think is the best player currently in the National Hockey League.
I just wanted to hear
Leon Draisaitl, all these other guys.
But I just wanted to hear where you rank this guy, because I know Geekie's been up there.
I mean, this year, I think Morgan Geekie right now is in the top 15 of best players currently.
Okay, and lastly, do the Bruins have a chance at getting any one of the best players not known as Morgan Geekie?
No, in terms of trading?
Yeah, trade.
No, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, no. I don't. I mean, why would any of those guys that I just mentioned? They are playing for teams that are going to compete to win a Stanley Cup.
All right.
So
let's get off that then.
We're going to get off that, but we are going to go to the phones. I haven't heard from this gentleman in a while, but he's from Lynn and he's weighing in. Kelly,
let's get him in here.
Hello.
Oh, hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Mention LeBron, and here he comes. Mention LeBron 3 times, and here comes Kelly from Lynn.
Yeah, that's how you get me. It didn't work the last couple of weeks. I always, by the time I tuned in, you were into your NFL picks, and I'm like, oh gosh. But say LeBron, I get up.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, but to the Celtics, I heard your NBA take. You gotta like what you're seeing in the Celtics. I'm telling you, even without Jason Tatum, I was at that game, the New York game,
right?
And I thought New York was gonna blow them out, but and they really showed me something. I was not expecting this of the Celtics.
Yeah, how about Anthony Simons, Hugo Gonzalez, Josh Minot,
Baylor
Shineman, Sam Hauser, the Howitzer. I mean, these guys.
Yeah, I'm like, where do these people come? I thought it was a whole new different, good result. Do we give any credit to the coaching?
Yeah, we have to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Unbelievable.
I mean, something is clicking positive in this team, and I like it. I was very, very, very impressed.
Decatur's mastered the pick and roll. Can you believe it? He's mastered the pick and roll. He can roll to the hoop and score now.
Yeah. Yeah, Jaylen Brown's looking the way he was supposed to be.
Jaylen Brown looks unstoppable. He's the best player in the league. I mean, he doesn't even get any calls, none at all. He drives to the hoop, he scores baskets, and he gets no calls. They can't stop him. He's a juggernaut. Then the other teams don't know what to do with him.
It's funny because it seemed like we were waiting for this from Jaylen Brown for some reason, but I mean, over the past year, he's been playing okay.
Right.
He's been playing good. He was MVP of the finals,
but he didn't look like this. He looks like the Brock Lesnar of the NBA. Because the other teams can't stop him at all. I don't care who they put on him. He goes right through them, and just he's gonna score. Whether it's a pull-up jumper, whether it's a three-pointer, whether it's a layup, they can't stop this guy. Nobody in the league can stop this guy.
Now I got a question to ask, which raises a question. Now there's this imaginary scale in the Celtics between the two top players. Is he tipping the scale in value with the other guy now?
Yeah, definitely. In my opinion, yes. He's more productive. He's more valuable because he can take the contact. As a matter of fact, it looks like he seeks contact, this guy. And he can score 3-pointers. He can pull up on the two. He's decisive. He's quick. And that's not to put Jason Tatum down, but this right now, to me, besides SGA, Jaylen Brown's the best player in the league.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you.
I mean, we got to throw Nikola in there, joking. Okay, yes, joking, but he's right there. He can't be stopped.
Yeah, he's up there. Yeah, you got to put him up there.
Right.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
So it's crazy. But how about your boy LeBron last night? Let's get to Bronny scored 5 points.
Did he play?
Yeah, they threw him in a garbage time. They threw him in a garbage time. He got 5 points.
LeBron, earlier this week, like you say, LeFraud. Let me give you a LeFraud little thing. Earlier they played Toronto. LeBron James shot 0 for 5 from the 3-point line. 4 for 17 from the field. Yeah. 8 points, and he had 11 assists. Rui hits the game winner, and all they talked about is LeBron was able to always finds the open man to seal the win in the game.
Which means he didn't want to shoot the ball.
Exactly. Rui hits the game winner, and all they can talk about
says LeBron's bacon.
Is LeBron. It's sickening.
It's
8
sickening.
points.
It is
a terrible game.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. So you know what? We won't miss him when he's gone, but we can't miss him if he won't ever leave.
Yeah, exactly. You hit it. And to Wayne saying, Wayne, no one guesses 197.
Well, if he did, I mean, he's pretty darn good. I'm going to ask him about the Powerball and the rest of all the lottery things going down the line if he can do that. But we're going to have to move on because we still have to. We have to do a review, and we still have to do the NFL, Kelly. So,
and I think talk about the Red Sox.
And we still got to talk about the Red Sox too. So we got to move on.
Okay.
Thank you, Kelly. Hey, listen.
I'll get out there. I'll talk to you next week.
We'll talk to you next week. Bye bye.
Thanks, Kelly.
Just say the magic word.
LeBron.
Bing. All right,
later.
That's great. Always great to hear from Kelly and Lynn. Not much more on the Bruins, Clay. Otherwise, they welcome the New Jersey Devils to town, the Garden tonight, 7:00, as the Bruins make their way through the month of December. And an underrated team. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
so
we got it. I think you're right. They are underrated.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Should we hit the commercials now?
I think so. Yeah, I think that'd be a fine idea here in the 16 minutes we have remaining. Anyway, we may have to scrap our Red Sox talk for another week. Just saying. That's all right. We'll have plenty of time to talk about them. All right. Anyway, say hello to our friends at the Early American Diner and Oyama Investments and keep it rolling. The Amazing Grace Sports Network rolls on right here on WEZE.
Where do you go for the best breakfast and the best lunch in the South Metro Boston Quincy area? You go to the Early American Diner located at 1054 Hancock Street in Quincy. From their strawberry shortcake French toast to their famous corned beef hash for breakfast to the lunch menu, which includes a variety of burgers and specialty sandwiches such as their Waldorf turkey, made with roasted turkey, apple slices, and walnuts. So, whether you want to dine in their cozy restaurant, take out, or have it delivered, the Early American Diner in historic Quincy, Massachusetts, is your go-to eatery to enjoy great food at great prices at your convenience.
Well, we always want to thank our friends at the Early American Diner in Quincy. Clay, have you been there recently?
Not in the last week, but
Oh,
I'm
that's all
going to get there today. That's
There
sure.
we go. All righty. Well, we do want to say hello to our friends at Oyama Investments, a real estate sponsor here on the Amazing Sports Network. And you're out there looking for a home, a place to call your home. Well, we want to welcome you to Oyama Investments, where your dreams do find a foundation. At Oyama Investments, they're more than just a real estate partner. They're your trusted partner, helping you secure a better future. Whether you're investing in a property, grow with you, purchasing your dream home, they make the process easy, transparent, and rewarding. Oyama Investments, they specialize in finding properties that align perfectly with your goals. Imagine yourself owning a piece of the future, whether it be a luxury apartment, perfect space in the family home, rather, the perfect neighborhood. And if you're new to the real estate investment world, don't worry. They're here every step of the way, helping you make informed choices with confidence. If you're ready to see your dreams come to life, visit their website, www.oyamainvestments.com. Give them a call, 617-221-881. Our good friends at Oyama Investments. There we go.
Here we go. This is some great music there.
Yeah, it really is. Really is. So, I don't think we've got about 13 and a half minutes to go here on the show. I think we just go right into the NFL here.
Yeah, I think so.
The Red Sox did make a move, acquiring right-handed pitcher Johan Oviedo from the Pittsburgh Pirates and trading the password. Yes, indeed. You remember the password? Justin Garcia, who the Red Sox brought up briefly in the later part of the year, this past year for the Red Sox. And, I'll have more to say in it because I could go on for hours on end on that. But my own observations next week. Heck, maybe we'll see another move next week by that point. But
I think we will.
We got to get to the Patriots here and the rest of the NFL. In Week 14 here, Clay, of the NFL, Patriots, well, they're finally here. They're at a bye. They take a breather, and they're at a bye. So a big win at Gillette Monday night. A physical game, I would say. I watched all of that game. The Patriots defense came out swinging on all cylinders.
Wow.
On all cylinders against young Jackson Dart. Clay, if you're a Giants fan, your quote-unquote future star quarterback, Jackson Dart, who many believe will be the future
was knocked
of the
kettle
Giants.
over keister.
I mean, he was knocked to oblivion.
Yeah.
Would you be concerned after coming out of concussion protocol, missing multiple games?
Yes.
I love his quote, by the way, when he says, "We're not out here playing soccer."
Yeah, but no.
What do you think about his over
It's
physicality?
NFL, Jackson. It's the NFL. It's not college anymore. This is not for the little kids, okay? You're not running over any of these guys. And as Christian Ellis showed you, it could be a long day. You could be back in concussion protocol. It could be a long night. It could be it won't be a long career. That's what it won't be if you keep running out there and getting hit by these guys. So, no, you better hit that sidelines and hit it quick.
Exactly right. Patriots with a big 33-15 win over the lowly New York Giants, who sit at 2-11. The Patriots moving now, Clay, to 11-2. Drake May with a touchdown, with 2 touchdown passes in that game, and just another great overall win for a team that is rolling. And now Clay sits at the first seed in the AFC.
Easily at the first seed. And we were 10-2 last week. But let's do that, and let's move on to the picks.
The two losses were,
I
think
Atlanta again, falling down and, stubbing their toe and then face planting into the concrete as usual against the Jets. They lost against the Jets. How you can do that, I don't know.
I'm
but
telling
they
you,
managed to do
it's. I pick the Falcons, they lose. I don't pick them, they win. I'm done. I'm done.
But you can't. You got it. Well, anyway, the other loss was the Los Angeles Rams going into Carolina. Carolina at home has proven to be a tough opponent, and they took care of the Rams last week.
Listen, I would not be surprised if the Carolina Panthers sneak into the playoffs here.
No, they look
just
like they're
with
going
their
to.
division.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. Let's head to Week 14 here, Clay. I believe you have the first game.
Okay, we have Seattle.
Oh, here we go.
We have Seattle going to Atlanta. Why not? Seattle going to Atlanta. And because it's Atlanta, I am going with Seattle.
Seattle easily here down in Atlanta. And
I just want to let you know Seattle's favored by 6.5.
they are favored by 6.5.
Even in Atlanta's own stadium. Yeah, but it's just to let you know that.
Sam Darnold didn't play all that great last week against his former team, the Minnesota Vikings, but the Seahawks defense destroyed the Vikings 26-0 last week in Seattle.
Wow.
I would expect a similar result down in Atlanta against Kirk Cousins.
Go get him, Seahawks.
See you later, Atlanta. And I think Raheem Morris, your days are numbered there as the coach as well. A critical AFC North matchup, Clay, in Baltimore with two teams that sit at 6-6, both teams coming off a loss. The Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers, Clay. Trouble in Pittsburgh, obviously. A horrible loss against the Bills last week at home, 26-7. The rumor mill is beginning to swirl.
Wait a minute. Why has the guy been there? For 5 years, he's been mediocre. As a matter of fact, for the last 10 years, Mike Tomlin has been mediocre.
Yeah.
Totally mediocre. He should have been fired 10 years ago.
Even his former, soon-to-be Hall of Famer quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, coming out and saying, I think it's time for Mike Tomlin to be removed.
That being said,
to remove himself, I'll take the Ravens.
I'm taking the Ravens also. So we're both going for the Ravens.
At home too.
At home too. Okay, we have Cincinnati traveling to Buffalo. Buffalo. Up at Highmark Stadium, Orchard Park. Buffalo is favored by 6, and I am going. This is a tough one, though. I'm telling you right now, I'm going with Buffalo.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I know where you're going.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Give me Cincy.
Woo.
Give me the Bengals. Joe Burrow is back with the vengeance. Clay, I don't know if the Bengals have it in them to make the playoffs here. They're going to have to win out. But listen, they're 4-8, only 2 back of Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Yeah.
They can do it.
They can do it.
Give me, with the way Buffalo's played, some of their inconsistencies, give me Cincinnati on the road in an upset against the Bills.
You got it, baby. You got it.
I've got to go off the reservation somehow. I can't be all pick the favorites, just because they're at home. It's Joe Burrow we're talking about.
All right.
Give me the Bengals. There we go.
You got it, baby.
All righty then. We'll get this game out of the way. It's the Toilet Bowl game of the week in Cleveland. The 1-11 Tennessee Titans traveled to the 3-9 Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders. He got another win last week. He lost. He's looking for another win this week. I think he'll get it. Put the cart before the horse here and give me the Browns over the Titans.
I am going to go with Cleveland also. I have to fight with fans about Shedeur and what the expectations are. I think they should be very low. But gosh, Tennessee just looks terrible, and there's no way they can compete against the defense of the Cleveland Browns.
And Myles Garrett in that game needs 4 sacks, Clay, for the NFL single-season record. Could very well happen.
I think he'll get it in that one game.
Poor game against the Titans.
Yeah, I think so.
Titans could very well pick number 1 again in the upcoming draft.
Go for it.
Why not?
Next, we have Washington going to Minnesota. Washington's traveling to Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy has looked like, he just has not looked good. And we'll just say, I'm still going to go with Minnesota this because they're at home. And Washington is not playing Jaden Daniels as far as I know.
You would be incorrect in that. He's back. Jaden Daniels is going to be playing.
I'm going with Washington on that one. Have a nice day, Minnesota.
Minnesota last week, as I mentioned, got obliterated by the Seahawks. They trotted this guy out, Max Brosmer. I never even heard of him. He played at the University of Minnesota last year. J.J. McCarthy has dealt with all sorts of injuries and inconsistencies. And even though Sam Darnold didn't play the best football last week against his former team, if you're a Vikings fan, first time they've been shut out, Clay, since 2007, I saw.
That hurts.
If you're a Vikings fan, you got to say, we should have kept Darnold.
We should have kept
Darnold. Oh, well, can't look back. Got to look forward. In this case, too little too late for the Commanders, who played the Broncos well last week on Sunday night. I'll take Jaden Daniels in his return against, a tough defense in the Vikings, but I take them on the road.
No, I'm taking them too. Okay.
A critical AFC matchup here, Clay, with the 8-4 Indianapolis Colts and the 8-4 Jacksonville Jaguars, 2 teams who have not faced each other this year. A critical matchup, as I mentioned, and the AFC South lead up for grabs. Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014, Clay, more than a decade. Daniel Jones obviously dealing with that fibula injury. Give me Jacksonville at home. I picked against the Colts last week because of the injury. Houston on their heels as well.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence obviously is connecting well with their new addition of Jacoby Myers. Remember him, who's performed well. I'll take Jacksonville at home.
Is Daniel Jones playing?
He is playing.
I'm taking Indy on this one.
There we go.
So he's going to take Jacksonville. I'm taking Indy.
He followed my lead last week, and I was right. I saved him. From taking
Gratitude.
Indy over Houston. But that's what happens with
Gratitude.
gratitude.
I tell you,
thanks, but no
gratitude.
thanks, Kevin.
Speaking of gratitude, we have Miami traveling to New York Jets. I'm sure they're gratified that they're playing the Jets, and there should be a win for Miami in East Rutherford.
Yes, I'll take Miami as well. Miami with a chance to go 6-7, Clay.
Yeah.
Are they going to save this season and give Mike McDaniel another shot at this?
Yeah,
Well,
of course
we'll
they
see.
will, just so they can lose again next year. So, yeah, we're both taking Miami on this one. You know what? I'm taking the Jets.
Wow, okay. He's riding the hot hand. The Jets beat the terrible Falcons team, so why not? Why not?
With a field goal from 60 yards away.
Nick Folk, our old friend Nick Folk there. I'll take the Dolphins. Dolphins are 4-1 in the last 5 games. They won 3 in a row. I'll take them at the Meadowlands.
What you got?
What do I have here? We have the Saints traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay finally getting a win last week, Clay, although it was close, though, against Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals, 20-17 last week. Another easy game for them coming up against the Saints. They need a win, Clay. They got the Panthers on their heels in a fascinating race shaping out in the NFC South. Give me Tampa Bay and Baker at home against the lowly New Orleans Saints.
I am inclined to go with you. Tampa Bay is actually favored by 8.5, so I don't know how much inclined I am. That's not like I'm making a big decision here. Tampa Bay is favored at home by 8.5. They should take care of New Orleans, but this is a divisional game, and divisional games are always tough, so we have to look at it that way. Denver is traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Those people with the one eye patch, and, well, they're probably going to have 2 eye patches after this. I'm taking Denver.
I'll take Denver easily against the Raiders. And the Raiders, for whatever reason, Clay, sitting at 2-10, they're still rolling with Geno Smith.
Why not?
They're still
paying
going
him all
with
this
him.
money.
I know they are. And could it be one and done for Pete Carroll in Vegas this year?
Looks like it.
We'll see. It's been a rotten year for them. And I hope the Raiders win. It would help the Patriots, but in this case, I'll take Denver easily in Vegas.
You got him.
With Bo Nix.
I'm taking
Already
Denver
then.
too.
A huge matchup. A lot of great divisional matchups, Clay, this week between the Packers and the Bears. Who would have thought?
This is mine.
Who would have thought?
I love this.
You asked me, Clay, at the beginning of the year who I thought was going to be a surprising team, and we roll back the tape. I said the Chicago Bears. Now, I didn't think they would sit here at 9-3, not just lead the NFC North, but be the first overall seed right now here in Week 14 in the NFC. That being said, Lambeau is a tough place to play, no matter the week, no matter the month, even more difficult to play in the winter season. I think Green Bay, obviously, with a big win on Thanksgiving in Detroit. As much as I like what Chicago is doing with their run attack, with Caleb Williams, with the stout defense, I take Jordan Love and the Packers at home to take outright control of the NFC North.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am breaking away from the pack on this one, literally and figuratively. I am going with the Chicago Bears because, well, Chicago's playing pretty darn good. I love the coach. He reminds me of Mike Vrabel. And I think it will be the Bears and the Patriots facing off in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And I think this is the Chicago Bears moment of truth where they're going to prove to the rest of the NFC they are the ones to contend with. I'm taking Chicago in this one.
Well, there we go. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup between Coach of the Year, Ben Johnson, or Mike Vrabel, and I think we'll throw a couple of the coaches in there. But it's been a great year for the Bears. I hate picking against them, but in this case, I got to go with the home team Packers, who, by the way, are favored by 6.5 in that game. But Chicago found them. They went into Philly and took care of business, so nothing's impossible.
Okay.
Traveling down to Glendale, the Arizona Cardinals take on the Rams. I take the Rams easily in this one in a bounce-back game against Jacoby Brissett. The Cardinals saying, see you later, Kyler Murray. No more for you this year.
Well, he's shut down. Okay, and then we have Houston traveling to Kansas City.
Are you taking the Rams?
I'm taking the Rams, definitely. Then we have Houston traveling to Kansas City. I'm taking Kansas City at home. Well, just because they have Pat Mahomes. Well, what the heck?
Yeah, well.
I know that might not be good enough for most people.
Sunday night football in Kansas City. As much as I'd like to take the Texans, I took them last week. I think they're a team that has the ability to make the playoffs.
You got 2 minutes.
We got one more game left to win the AFC South. Tough place to play. Give me Kansas City.
There we go. We're both in on this one. And yeah, you got the next one.
And then the final game of the week, the Monday night game, of course, we have the Eagles, who, well, they need to win, Clay. They've lost 2 games in a row against the 8-4 LA Chargers. We think Justin Herbert will play, even though he had a left hand fracture there.
Yes.
Give me the Eagles on the road. Have to do it.
Have to do it. All right. Well, I'm going to go with the Eagles, too. Justin Herbert's a little bit banged up.
Even though he's got a broken hand, he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing. But I'm going to go with the Eagles. And the Eagles, the Clippers can afford to lose. Well, not. The Chargers can afford to lose more than the Eagles can. So I'm going with the Eagles in this one.
There we go. Patriots on a bye. Obviously, 2 big games
the best team
next
in the NFL.
2 weeks. Buffalo and Baltimore coming up. Huge ones there.
We just made it.
We just made it in the final 20 seconds here.
Ladies
We
and
didn't even talk
gentlemen.
about the Red Sox barely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure to be with you, and we love you.
We certainly do. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy this snowy, cold day.
It's snowing
in and around,
outside?
a little bit in and around Boston. Enjoy yourself. Back with you next week here.
Have a good
Amazing
week.
Grace Sports Network.
Everybody get exposed. Pray for all my